As much as people hated the female CUSTODES, there are some out there that are shilling for Warhammer and shilling for the DEI initiatives that are being forced upon the customers at this point at the expense of the lore. Now, we reported on the mainstream media going at you, the player. It's always your fault. The gamers. It's the gamers' fault. You're all bigots. With a couple of different sources, Bell of Lost Souls being one of them, gaslighting fans about this entire situation. We showed a Warhammer wiki being updated and changed right before your very eyes. And the main Games Workshop Facebook page has been banning people off of it. We know that the main Games Workshop Twitter account has been blocking people as well. And this is what they do when they know they've done wrong. They don't ever apologize. They don't ever change back to the way they go. SJWs always double down, and they always lie. This is something that happens across the board in every single entertainment industry. It's been happening for years, and they're never going to change things back. The only thing that we can do as gamers is move on and boycott and actually keep calling out what they're doing so that they kind of bleed out. That's exactly what's going to happen with Games Workshop. It looks like at this point. And somebody has compiled a really good list of Warhammer content, and there's some people who are shilling for the woke, and there's people who are anti-woke, and we're going to read those off to you that have been out there just so you can give some follows or kind of avoid some channels that are assisting with the DEI thing. My name's John Delarose. I'm a #1 best-selling science fiction author, and this is my Stars Entwined, one of my favorite space operas. It's about a war between two species, the humans and the Arishans, and it's a trilogy, and some crazy stuff happens in this with genetic enhancements and the like. I really think you'll enjoy this if you like Warhammer. So check this out. I'll put this link in the description below. It's on audio. It's every format out there. And I'm going to be building a new series that spins out of this, which is like a space exploration thing, because my favorite deal is Star Trek. And I really miss the way that it used to be back in the 60s, I guess, with Captain Kirk and the like. And what they've done with Discovery is just it's awful, way worse than what's happening with Warhammer. If you've seen it, oh my God. And so I want to do a space exploration thing where you're going out exploring the threats of the galaxy. And we're going to be working on that very, very soon. I'm also working on a Space Marine comic book for you. So stay tuned for that as the channel goes on. We'll be talking about it a lot over the next coming months. Thanks so much for being there and in supporting the books. It's been a crazy month. We've had tremendous sales, and it's all because of you. I appreciate you, the customers, and the fans, and I will listen to you. It's going to be quite the opposite of what Games Workshop's doing. So let's get into this news right here, which is the list of woke and anti-woke Warhammer YouTube channels. I'm not on here, so I guess I'm more of a general pop culture channel. I love gaming. I love comics. I love sci-fi. That's kind of my vibe. And so Warhammer's right in that deal. I'm a big Dan Abnett fan. From the lore there, and let's see what they've got going on this list. So these are the openly woke social medias or in their videos. We got Goobertown Hobbies, woke on Twitter, supporting Cerebus XT and the Virtue Signalers, pushing for female Space Marines, blocking people who disagree with them. We have Hellstrom Gaming, which 1000% soy. Yeah, oh boy. We have Bricky, ashamed of being a 40K fan, virtue signaling for brownie points. Midwinter Minis, woke, famous for implying that people who play Germany in bolt action are Nazis. That's crazy. There's one thing that's not going to go woke. It's going to be historical wargaming. If you ever get into that, that is probably the most based hobby out there. But that's another video. Discourse Minis claims people who are into 40K lore aren't real fans. They always do this. They take 3 actions. They go, you aren't even real fans. You're just tourists here, and it's. And then they do it's always been this way. What are you talking about to gaslight you? And then they go, nobody actually is. There's only a few vocal bigots out there. That's the thing. And then the 4th one is, it's not even a big deal. Like, why is it a big deal to you? Well, if it's not a big deal, why don't you change it back? And that's typically the 4 lines of gaslighting that these SJWs do every time. Arbitrator Ian, and in his lore videos multiple times saying 40K elements are problematic. That's always a word that they like to use, problematic. Openly woke on Twitter. There's no canon for him advocating for female Space Marines. We have 52 miniatures advocating for female Space Marines and have some woke vibes. We have Temple and Institute, not a strict Warhammer YouTuber, but advocating for female Space Marines, always. Adeptus Ridiculous is a podcast with Bricky up above. And Oculus Imperia woke on social media. All right. Stunning and brave people. Now, these are the fence sitters. They're not woke or anti-woke. The yellow. And, honestly, if they're just having fun, I don't blame them. I'm here to fight the culture war, but not everybody's a fighter. Not everybody's out here to win. Major Kill, he's the first one to offer female custodes smut. That's what he's into. Luton 9, great lore videos, not woke, but not taking sides publicly. Chapter Master Valrak, not woke, but ignorant, implies that people who believe Warhammer has gone woke are conspiracy theorists. Yeah, that's a bummer. I'd say that's a little more virtue signally than not, because they always try that. It's a conspiracy theorist. It isn't really happening. That's one of the gaslighting tactics. So Green, these are the anti-woke in their videos. We have the Archcast. It's a great channel. The first one to speak out about Wokehammer, blacklisted by Games Workshop. They always blacklist. Gamza, openly anti-woke. We got Sword and Steel, expressed disdain for female custodes and changing the lore. And Asmogan, openly anti-woke. So these are the channels. These are the ones that you want to follow right here as Warhammer fans, and you want to get in on this action, because this is the place to go going forward. It's good stuff. Now, another thing that's going out, this is from Wokehammer Els. I love that there's a whole webpage. Look at this, 14,000 followers. So people hate the woke stuff. Now, this comes from a magazine called White Dwarf, which is a gaming magazine. And he's looking at this, and this is a pride flag themed paint job that they're doing. And it's really funny because they have taken the Bear Brotherhood on the upper left corner here and turned them into a signal of pride. And Wokehammer realized this. The Bear Pride Marine, it's like a fetish thing. Yeah, a bear is a fetish thing. And this is what they're doing. But look at how these magazines cheer this on. So this is just somebody's paint job just to be obnoxious. Hello, my LGBT pride-themed Space Marines chapter. My gosh, they love this, don't they? They just love going out there and making everything about this. And you can't even just fight wars anymore without having butt sex, I guess. So here it is. This is what the magazine says. If you're subscribing to White Dwarf, this is what they're into. What an awesome collection of models you painted, and what exceptional tribute you're paying to all the many LGBT communities out there. Oh, so many communities. Oh, it's incredible how good all the flag colors look on Space Marines. We're just all about inclusiveness here at White Dwarf Bunker. We're also about creativity, and your project clearly ticks both of those boxes and more besides. Oh, so virtuous. Gold stars all around. How nice. How pleasant. Better signal your sodomy in your paint jobs for Warhammer 40K. These people are so ridiculous. Do you remember when you didn't have to have all this stuff shoved in your face all the time, where you could just enjoy something? You could just play a miniatures game or play a card game or whatever without having just somebody just blast their sexuality at you. My gosh, it used to be shameful to do that. You used to just try to keep that thing quiet. It was something you did in the private of your own whatever as an adult. But now it's just full bore all the time pornography. And that's what these people want, because they're sick, they're degenerates, and they're destroying everything we love. So great list here again of the whoops, this is the wrong page. That's posted by Chainsword 40K. I'll put this link in the description below so you can reference it pretty easily, and you can check out the different ones as you want. He did an update as well, which is down here. So he's got a ton of different people on here, and good to look at. And make sure to check out my Stars Entwined on Amazon. I'll have that link for you as well. I've got a full link to my bookstore on my website. A lot of you bought Justified Saga of the Nano Templar this week. I appreciate that as well. I've got some comics like Overmind, which will definitely appeal to Warhammer fans. Lots of stuff for you, and there's lots more to come. The best is yet to come. We're going to be just changing things by creating. And that's how you win at the end of the day. Leave a comment down below with what you think about this. Hit the like and subscribe button. We'll be back soon.